dovecot of 1939. I was proud that day. That was my new car. Bought it with some money my aunt left me. I could afford to run it because there was plenty of work those days. I helped build the new Church of the Holy Spirit. I was one of the first people to be married there, and that is Frances, my wife. In 1939, the war was about to break out. You could feel the tension in the air. We knew the world would never be the same again. We couldn't believe it. My generation had planned its future, but we never planned for a war. The 1930s was the greatest time for planning Liverpool has ever seen. Around the docks were the worst living conditions you could imagine. Disease, poverty, death everywhere. Something had to be done. So in the 30s, we planned new independent estates. Communities like the New Speak Estate. And this was to be dovecot. Dovecot in the 1930s looked like this. This is East Prescott Road. That is Pilch Lane. Here is where the Holy Spirit Church and its hall would be built. The estate was called Dovecot after the old hall which used to stand in what you know as Dovecot Park. The Dovecot estate, when finished, would house some 10,000 people. New shops were planned, sports facilities, like this recreation centre for Dovecot. Shame that it was never built. Instead, Dovecot was to have a new swimming pool. I said the 30s was the time for planning. Well, it was also the time for building. In 1931, the workmen started to build Dovecot Estate.
I'm out. Your kisses right from the start came from your lips, not your heart. You make me happy and then somebody new.
By the end of 1933, the dream was real. The corporation gave each new tenant a guidebook to the new estate. New houses, bowling greens, the Dovecot municipal restaurants, shops to rival the city centre,
With a sad lament, my dreams have
was not for you. And so I take it back with a sigh, perfidious one, goodbye.
A new library,
Goodbye.
and the new swimming pool won awards. And then there was our church hall. It cost £5,000 to build. It could seat over 500 people. It was opened on the 4th of June, 1932 by the Bishop of Hillcourt. Before we built the church, this hall was used as the church. With the new estate finished, we really lived.
Couldn't be sweeter, couldn't be better, couldn't be smarter, couldn't be cuter, baby, than
Your pose, that cute, fantastic nose. You're mighty like a knockout, you're mighty like a rose. I'm hooked, the well-known goose is cooked. You got me, little fella. I'm sunk, I'm gone, I'm hooked. You couldn't be cuter, plus that you couldn't be smarter, plus that intelligent face. You have a disgraceful charm for me. You couldn't be keener, you look so fresh from the cleaner. You are the little grand slam I'll bring to my family. My ma will show you an album of me that'll bore you to tears. And you'll attract all the relatives we have dodged for years and years. And what'll they tell me? Exactly what'll they tell me? They'll say you couldn't be nicer,
couldn't be sweeter,
couldn't be better,
couldn't be smarter,
couldn't be cuter, baby, than you are. Exactly.
what'll they tell you?
They'll say you couldn't be nicer, couldn't be sweeter, couldn't be better, couldn't be smoother, couldn't be cuter, baby, than you are.
Our plans had worked, but we hadn't planned on this. War. I still have nightmares about the war, broken dreams. I am old, and so is dovecot. The best house in Dovecot now is in the new bingo hall. Sometimes I think this is worse than the war. We let this happen to ourselves. The shops, bowling greens, playing areas and the baths, all crumbling or gone. Even the church hall.
In 1992, plans were drawn up by the Church of the Holy Spirit to refit the hall. On its 60th birthday, it was to get a new lease of life as a community and sports hall. It would cost over £160,000. First, though, it needed a new roof. Then, in 1993, work began on the inside. In 1932, work meant building anew. In 1993, work meant demolition.
You can walk my path, you can wear my shoes, learn to talk like me, and be an angel too. But maybe you ain't never gonna feel this way. You ain't never gonna know me, but I know you. Singing in our things can only get better. Can only get, take it on from me, you know. I know that things can only get better. I sometimes lose myself in me. I lose track of time. And I can't see the woods for the trees. You set 'em alive. Burn the bridges as you go. I'm doing too far, yeah. I got my personal hurt to do. Then you say, walk my back with my shoes. Talk like that, I'll be an angel and sing. Can only get better. Can only get better. Show me prejudice and greed. You show me how I was learning to do this disease. I'll look at the night in a different light than I did before. And I find the cause, and I think that you can be my cure. So teach me to walk your back with your shoes. Talk like that, I'll be an angel and things can only get better.
On the 4th of June 1994, the hall was reopened and rededicated by the Bishop of Warrington.
This is a place of new beginnings. But time past is part of time present and time future. In the past lie causes of joy and sorrow. Let us now acknowledge the past with thankful hearts. As a sign of thanksgiving, I will receive the plans and keys to this hall. On behalf of the Diocese of Liverpool and the Church of God, we thank you for your work. Amen.
60 years ago, my generation planned great estates and great futures. 60 years later, you're doing the same. New bingo, new houses, new halls. Francis and I won't be here in 60 years' time, but don't forget our generation. Above all, don't forget our dream that everyone should have good public buildings and a decent place to live in.